Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. You're currently watching the stand-up hosted by the Paysetters. We are creating an application called the MBS, and we are in our first sprint and first product iteration of this product. So we are a very small team, but we came together and created some very strong user stories that tie together with several features, but would only be highlighting our first three according to its level of priority. Our first feature as a user, I want to be able to securely register and log into the system so that my information can only be accessed by me. This tying into the feature of the implementation of sign up and login information. Very strong demands made by our stakeholders. So without further ado, I want to go into the stand-up ceremony. So what have you done yesterday? What are you doing today? And what challenges have you experienced? Okay, so this is a software called Trello, a signboard tool. And this is how you set up your tasks. As a system, my backend service should only be accessible to authenticated administrators. This obviously is chosen by me. So I go ahead and I click a checklist of number of tasks that needs to be performed for this one to done. To show that I have done my investigation, I have attached a screenshot and a link below for my other developers and stakeholders to go through it. How it works is that you click on every single task that you need to complete. So that's happened. I already investigated the secure user authentication offerings and tagged myself into it. And with that done, I also experienced a challenge with Microsoft Azure. So in the spirit of Scrum, I went for cross collaboration. Denvin was a very good help. So I can consider it as done. All of these tasks tie in together with the investigation of the role-based access control for our application. Something that is lacking on this software is the time added to it. So in most Scrum traditions, you need to know how much time you have so you can burn it down as well and also keep an eye on the number of work in progress. So once my task is done, I had to move it to review. It's just a drag and drop to review. So once it's been reviewed by my fellow developers or stakeholders, or perhaps my Scrum Master, then can it be moved to done? So my team is currently experiencing some difficulty, so I'll be representing Denman. So Denman obviously has chosen this task, but is yet to begin with this task because it's still trying to figure out the number of in the subtasks that would go into this. So as a user, I want to register by creating a username and password so that the system can remember me and my data. Let's see what Devin has been up to. Okay, so he does have the first task that he has created over here, which is to investigate strict password policies and service level agreements. So once he's kickstarted this task, then he's only going to move it into in progress as it should be. What are you doing today, Cecil? You did not answer that question. Okay, so I need to go back to my product backlog and figure out what I'll be getting up to next. Bear in mind, it's always nice to limit the work in progress so you can have efficient flow of your work. So I only have three features that I'll be focusing into. So why not just use the color coding and go into something more of the sort of our second feature, the movie selection. As a user, I would like to be able to cancel or reschedule a movie so that I relieve risk of forfeiting my ticket. I move it to do. As a user story, I click into it and I figure that, okay, this is a task that I'll be doing today. And to make my Scrum Master happy, I add some tasks to the checklist that will let me know what task I'll be getting into today. We are still currently in our investigation phase, so it's probably going to be an investigation. This is just a demo, so no need for me to fill in everything else. Once that is done, Trello is going to get in the way. If you're a free account user, of course. But if you just upgrade, you would have access to many more offerings. We have made multiple user stories, but not enough time to show you all. But we have our other features we need to look into as well. Placement choice. Placement choice just simply tells you, as a user, I like to select a movie. I would like to select a movie at a theater so I can watch it at my nearest location. So obviously this brings in talks of you accessing the user's personal location. So yeah, some more tasks to be created from that. Without further ado, I'd like to give credits to Denvin for assisting on this video and for myself for speaking on this. I hope you had a very good time listening to this. And once my tasks have been fully reviewed, I can go ahead and move it to done. There's one thing I need to highlight about this signboard. The color coding helps a lot. Think of it as your stickers, Sharpies, and your board. So each of the colors represent their own individual feature or priority. And our team have created very, very strong user stories. So the list goes on and on and on. This is our first sprint and looking forward to our second sprint, which will move into the implementation of the actual work from our investigation. Thank you very much for watching this video. Signing out.